I've lost a 5 in the laundry, lost a Friday to a bar stool, lost myself in a memory, 'cause I was too scared of something new.
First, thank you so much for doing this interview with me. I got to ask right off the top, I've been talking to a lot of artists, of course, in the last couple of months since COVID-19 has affected all of us. How has it affected you? What area are you living? And how are you handling this, as we like to say, new world?
Yeah, things have been, they were a little dicey at first, I'll have to admit. I was kind of nervous. Entertainment was the first thing to go, and I was kind of nervous that it would be the last thing to return. But I've been really lucky. Here in the Calgary area, we've had a company kind of emerge called Curbside Concerts, and we go out and we do little 40-minute shows on people's driveways for birthday parties or grad celebrations. And ever since May, we've been very, very, very busy with that. And obviously all these shows are at a safe social distance. And it's been really amazing to just bring some joy and community to people in whatever way we can.
You know what? You are so lucky. I know a lot of artists, a lot of artists, of course, are doing the virtual performances. Some are part of drive-in shows. I think what you're doing is probably the best thing, because at least, A, you can see your audience, and two, the emotional vibe between the two can go back and forth. That's got to be cool to be able to do that.
Yeah, no, it's been really incredible. Like, usually, I play bars, restaurants, little things like that to kind of get me through. And it's been really fantastic to be able to be a part of people's memories this summer. It's been super special. Like, I've got to witness people's first hugs with their family members, and, played for a 2-week-old baby for their first concert. So it's been very unique and very special.
As you mentioned about this summer, this has been, just crazy. When you think about, we're all trying to deal with COVID-19, trying to get through these stages. Racism has been spoken in such a different way, or discussion in such a different way that's never been discussed before. You're seeing things on social media, positive things and really, really negative things. And also, people just, even the fact that people are debating about wear a mask, don't wear a mask, here's the reasons why. How has all of this affected you, and what are your thoughts about all this?
Well, it's safe to say it's a very polarizing and kind of volatile time these days. It's weighed heavy on my heart for sure, and it's difficult to stay positive and kind of keep your spirits up during all of this. But it is very important that these issues are being addressed. The issue of racism, the issue of human safety in general is very, very, very important to me. And it was important that I did my part to speak out in whatever ways that I can. And it's been trying times, but definitely something that was necessary for the world these days. I think it was about time that we had things shaken up a little bit.
I definitely agree with that. And, as we're going through this tough time, a lot of people feel the same way. Music has really kept us together, and congratulations in being able to release a new single, Lost, during this time. Was there ever a thought about holding the song back, or just, waiting it out to see how things were going to happen throughout this pandemic? Or was it important for you to get the song up because, like I said, we need it?
It was definitely something that that I had to be very careful about. Timing is everything with music these days, and as much as we need it to be very sensitive to what was going on in terms of COVID, in terms of the Black Lives Matter movement, in terms of everything. And I think it was something that I finally felt ready to release to the world, because this song is about finding your joy again. And the timing, I feel, is very, very, very accurate and important right now. So I hope everybody can find a bit of joy in this song.
Okay, well, we'll get more into Lost and more about the music that you create. But I want to get into where the love of creating music began. When did that all start?
Oh, I've been creating music and singing and known that I wanted to do this for a living since I was very, very, very young. Growing up in Calgary, I tried to resist country music as much as I could, but it ended up just kind of getting into my blood. And I've been very happy doing this full time for the past 5 years.
How does it feel being part of this family? Because I've said this for the last 5 years. Canadian country music scene, amazing. Artists, amazing. Seems like every new artist that pops in, amazing. You still have the veterans, amazing. It's like this bubble that just wants to explode. How does it feel being part of this family?
Well, as a person that, I didn't quite understand what the music industry was like. I didn't quite know how to get into it when I first started. I was really lucky to have a couple mentors kind of help me through things, but it definitely is a big family, and it's something that has been very special to me. I've created, lifelong friendships, and they've been there for me in times when I need, and it's something I wouldn't really trade for anything.
What kind of songs did you begin writing about, or what kind of songs do you like to write about? What stands out for you?
For me, I like to write about things that are just purely honest and authentic, things that I'm going through, which, of course, every country artist will say practically the same thing. But I think that there's certain topics that people try to steer away from, or to try to make things a little bit more radio friendly. And I'm really not afraid to kind of touch on those things. Like, even in terms of the style of my music, my first single that I released was very much gritty and soulful and borderline rock, but it was what I was feeling at the time, and I was very fearless when I released it because I knew that it was an authentic representation of myself.
Now, have you written that liquor song yet? Because let's face it, all country artists write a liquor song, tequila, beer, whiskey, something, Jack Daniels. Have you done yours yet?
My very, very, very first song that I wrote in terms of a co-writing situation, it was about Jack Daniels because that is my drink of choice. But I don't really drink that much, so it's not necessarily something that I prioritize, or I don't really prioritize writing about trucks or tailgates or anything like that either. So
No, but here's the thing. The tailgate and all that stuff doesn't matter. If you don't write at least one liquor song, you're not a country artist. You did it, so you're still in the family. I love that. Yeah. But at the same time, too, as your career has been progressing, you've actually been in competitions and won awards. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, definitely. Whether it's, smaller scale competitions here in Alberta, or I did win the Notable Life Female Artist of the Year out in Toronto, I've been really lucky and honored to be able to be recognized in the country music community. It's been very humbling and something that blows me away every time I think about it.
Now, the way this family is, you get to meet some of the greatest and best, whether it be Canadian or American artists. Who are some of the people that you've had a chance to meet, work with, and share the stage with?
Oh my gosh, that's a tricky question because there are just so many amazing artists here in Canada too that have had quite the impact on my career and my sound and my life in general. But I've got to share the stage with Keith Urban, Aaron Goodman, Lone Star, just to name a couple. I've had the pleasure to meet Chris Stapleton, which I damn near cried because I was very emotional about meeting him. He's such an inspiration to me. And I've done some work with amazing songwriters here in Canada, and a lot of mentors in Nashville as well. Carolyn Dawn Johnson has really helped me out as well.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Everybody you mentioned, those names, all legends in their own right, too. Are you looking forward to when, I know the music is important and everything else, too, but you realize that when you're releasing music and you're doing these things, you yourself become a role model, and somehow you're influencing that next big star?
Yeah, I definitely take the influence very seriously. I think for me, I'm very different in terms of what a female country artist is, and I want to be a representation of, confidence and self-empowerment, and something that, little girls and little boys can look up to in terms of, recognizing that something different can be shown in this industry, and confidence to them that they can do whatever, follow whatever their dreams are as well.
Okay, well, let's get into part of that dream that you've been able to create, Lost, the new single. You kind of mentioned it before, but I'm going to jump back again. What is Lost about, and how does it represent your career right now?
I wrote Lost at a time where I was really questioning whether I wanted to continue music or not, and the song just kind of fell into my lap. I was co-writing with Chris Yerchuk, and I was telling him about my experience. It was kind of like it's kind of like a therapy session, and the song just oozed out of the both of us in the matter of like an hour or two. And it's a representation of, no matter how trying the times are, no matter what crazy things you go through, you will find your joy again, whether that's finding it in love, finding it in yourself, finding it in your passion. It'll be there, and you will get out on the other side.
I've lost a lot of things, a lot of sleep, didn't chase a lot of dreams, thinking they wouldn't come true. I've lost a lot of faith, a lot of pride along the way. Guess my heart was just making room. I have to lose a lot of things so I could find you.
Kind of sounds like what we're going through right now, definitely. Is there an EP going to follow, or an album going to follow all this, or more singles?
I wish I could tell you, but definitely there's more stuff cooking right now.
Okay, you notice how she just went right now, as if I can't tell you everything. Darn it! But that's okay, because that's what social media is about. Where do we go to follow you to find out when all this stuff is happening?
You can find me on social media at Michela Sheedy on pretty much all the platforms. I like to get a little crazy on there, so I would love it if people could come check me out.
Any chance any virtual performance is going to be happening as we speak?
Definitely, yeah. Stay tuned for a couple really important shows coming up in the next couple weeks.
All right, Michela, thank you so much for making time to speak with me. Congratulations on the new music, and congratulations on the career. Looking forward to everything that you're going to be doing in the future. Looking forward to albums, EPs, red carpets. But more importantly, I'm looking forward to the next time we get a chance to talk. It can be one-on-one, not over the phone.
Definitely. Thank you so much for having me, Rudy.
Thank you so much. Take care. Be safe. Talk soon.
Yeah, you too. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
So I could find you.